Jog Vlog.
With the success of my best alternative teleporter locations for Symmetra and Overwatch video, I figure why not delve a little deeper into the character and give you the very best shield generator spots in the game. So sit back, relax, and take in the knowledge from the only person playing on the Xbox One with every achievement. Oh, what's that? You don't believe me? Well, look it up and suck it. Our first stop's going to take us to the assault map, DHANAMURA. Now, realistically here, in many of these cases, for point A defense, you're going to want to set up a teleporter. So suppose your team screwed up. Yeah, it's totally not your fault. And now you're defending point B. Well, welcome to the best shield generator spot in the entire game, at least until they eventually patch this. Yes, right outside your spawn. The right side, fortify this. Maybe a tank will get in there with some help and take it out. Actually, this spot can even take out a tracer, especially if you defend it. So I hope you enjoy that little Easter egg. And say you go over to Horizon, right? Well, you should put up a teleporter here, but suppose your team just got a team kill, and you're like, hey, I've got this teleporter, ain't nobody gonna be using it. Well, duck outside into the lunar territories here. Just plant this little buddy right behind the truck. You don't really need to work on defending this. It's unlikely anybody comes out here. Yeah, it's really not a bad place to go, just no one goes there, right? But your team lost, right? So now you have to defend point B, and you're like, okay, that's the typical spot, right? And I've seen it work, but it's the first place everybody looks. So, off to the side here, there you go. There's only one way really in there. They're going to be attacking from that side rather than a pincer's movement on that first little spot. So, better location for point B. Continuing with the assault maps, let's take a look at ANUBIS. Now, for defending point A, you may want a teleporter. And you know what? I got some flack for not showing you this location in my teleporters video. So I guess I need to prove that I can actually jump up here. Yeah, you can kind of hip squeeze that wall, and right here, teleporter or shield gen will be fine. I don't really like the spot because it's outdoors and Pharah can destroy it easily, but a lot of other characters can't. Now suppose you have to defend point B. Now the typical spot would be right behind the objective, and I use this many times, but if they have a Junkrat, don't bother. Junkrat can destroy your shield gen from the left side cave without even getting close to it. So instead go over here, and there you go. This little pillar protects it, and I had already set up those turrets. VOLSKAYA Industry is everybody's favorite map to hate, right? Okay, so first point is a long ass walk. That means you're going to set up a teleporter. For the second point, what are you going to do? You're going to duck into what I like to consider the break room for the employees. Set that shield gen by the arcade and set up your turrets. This is an excellent area. You are going to take up so much of their time having their little tracer run back there and look for it. Oh yes, you are. Now we're going to jump over to the hybrids, starting out with Eichenwald. Obviously for the first area you are going to want to set up a teleporter, but suppose that your teammates have failed you yet again. What do? You stay with Symmetra. Don't listen to them. Stay with Symmetra. Stick that shield gen right in this corner. The shield gen reaches every crevice of the second area, and if Tracer tries to go after this, easily killed by your turrets. It's going to maybe take a flanking Reaper, and anybody who has to flank to take it out is away from the fight. And if you lose that, don't switch off yet. You can do plenty good defense here. Look at this little nook right here. Yeah, in the third area. Just defend from here, and you're perfectly viable as DPS. And when you find some free time, head over to the last big kit in the game and set your shield gen right over here. So few people even know about this health kit. Yeah, that shield gen is going to last ya. For Hollywood Hulk Hogan, we are going to probably set up a teleporter in the first area. Suppose you couldn't defend that limousine. Well, now you have to defend this checkpoint. What we want to do is we want to set the shield gen behind the checkpoint. Yes, comfortably behind this. This will give you plenty of space for that final push you need. Then you're going to have the spawn advantage and you're going to stop them. You hear me? But alas, you have lost the second area and you find yourself at the very end, and you're not switching off Symmetra, not yet, because you have this spot right here on the left. Yes, it's out of sight behind the staircase, protected by the RV, and I cannot stress enough the importance of spawn advantage plus shield gen in the game right now. Moving over to King's Row, what do we have over here? Well, you have an amazing teleporter location in the first area, so you're going to use that. But if you have to fall back a little bit, may I suggest a rare occasion of putting the shield generator near the middle of the map. Yes, this like boiler room, really good stuff. Yeah, you're going to roast a flanker who comes in here. For the most part though, set it and forget it, so you can go help your buddies fight at the payload. But suppose you actually do lose, and you find yourself in that last section. Do not switch off Symmetra. Again, that spawn advantage plus shield gen. Tell your teammates, spawn advantage and shield gen is OP. Tell them. This spot right here, oh my god, it's good. Everybody thinks this is in the spawn, but they'll give you this spot. Look at that, it's completely obscured. Yes, no one is going to find that shield generator. Moving over to Nubani. Oh boy. The long walk of Nubani. Okay, now this spot right here, changing things up. If you're on defense, put down a teleporter right here. If you're attacking, shield gen. You can actually get that shield gen to reach the end of the last section. It goes a ways. Perfect location. Remember, that's teleporter. In this case, attack shield generator, boys. Now you find yourself defending the third area. What do? Well, you head out the left spawn area, and you go over to these machines, and you're going to put down a shield gen. Not unlike what we've seen on, just about every other map. They are going to have flankers looking for this, but fear not. You're going to be distracting them, keeping them away from the payload, and you're mostly going to be helping your buddies stop that car. Moving over to our strictly payload escort maps, we're looking at defense strictly on these. Now, Dorado, you have set up a teleporter for the first area, and now you are finding yourself in the second area. Set up this shield gen comfortably behind the checkpoint. You're going to take their flankers and make them look for this thing, okay? That's the way you win. You take their flankers away from the fight, and now you are fighting a 6v5. Ta-da! Oh, but now you lost that, right? Okay, don't panic. Your shield gen probably survived. So what you do is you run down here to the previous spawn, and you set it up right here. It's not going to let me in this mode, okay? But trust me, right where I have the witch spray, that's where you're going to put this. And they're never going to find it. No one looks down here. Route 66 is a fun little place, isn't it? Yeah. No great place for a shield gen or a teleporter really in that first area. But suppose you maybe switch to Symmetra? Yes, right behind this door. Right behind the checkpoint. Make them look for that shield gen. This will give you what you need for a hard stop, and you won't get any credit for it. Yeah, no one ever gets credit for the shield gen. Never. Oh, but you want to get crafty defending that last area. Okay, here's what you do. Go ahead and hop up on one of these platforms. Okay, you with me so far? Yeah, you probably didn't even know about this spot, did you? Because no one ever goes over here. Yeah, you can just stick a shield gen right here, and look, it'll go under the platform. Yeah, who's going to come up here? Completely out of the way, away from the fight at the payload, and no one wants to mess with that. Now, if you want to get there a little quicker and you have some cunning skills, yes, you can parkour your way up here. Yep. So give that a shot, and let me know if you've ever heard of anybody doing that. On Rocket Gibraltar, we are going to set up a shield gen at the first location. Yes, a very rare occurrence here. I actually think that this shield gen is better than a teleporter, especially as they get close to the first checkpoint. Trust me on this, okay? It's not that long of a walk, and you're going to have a shield gen. Now, if the shield gen refunds, you're going to be ready to go at point 2. Just head out this door, take a left, go back a little bit. Now, because this recesses into the previous area some, you're going to get more distance out of it. You can even go up a little further if you want. trust me, their flankers are going to be scratching their heads looking for that shield generator, and you're going to win. Now, long ago in a galaxy far, far away, you used to be able to put a shield gen in that staircase at the left, and some people put it right behind where the payload is to score. But hey, look at this spot over here, right where I've got this witch. Yes, I am showing off my sprays. This is a hard spot to see, and you can even defend it well with turrets if you feel so inclined. Now at Junkertown, you may want to put a teleporter in the first area. I would suggest doing so, and then behind the door, once again, we are going with a shield gen. Yes, you can almost always count on a payload that has a checkpoint with a door behind it. Yeah, that's usually going to be a decent spot to put a shield generator. Once again, if you lose the second area, head into the previous spawn and put down your shield generator. Yes, this will cover a great deal of the third section of the map. They're going to be scratching their heads looking for it, and you are going to win. Oh, what's this? A control map? You didn't think I was going to go there? Well, I did. Let's take a look at playing Symmetra on Ilios. Yes, Symmetra is now viable in control maps because the almighty Team Res is no longer a thing. Over here at the well, head up some stairs, get some high ground, and lay that shield gen down. It will have enough strength to cover the objective where you're going to be doing most of your fighting, because honestly, you're going to be playing Symmetra as a DPS here, and every once in a while, duck out to set up your shield gen. Over at the ruins, look at this amazing spot. Honestly, until I made this video, I wasn't really so sure if she could jump up here unassisted. Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to start playing Symmetra more often. Yes. Farah may find that. She's going to have to be deep in your lines to find it, though. She's going to have to be over the objective. And lastly, over at the lighthouse. You'll get good reach out of a shield gen at this spot, right over by the sauna or spa, hot tub, whatever you want to call this. Yeah, force them to your side of the map. Get somebody out of position and pick them off. Here are the locations for Lijiang Tower. Now, is it fully advised here to go about it as Symmetra? You be the judge, honestly. I kind of like the idea of having shield gen at this point in the game. Yeah, go ahead, head upstairs. Anytime you're elevated makes it harder for most characters to reach a point. Most of them don't have an escape, a huge jump, or the ability to fly. So elevation and near the center, that way it'll actually reach. Over this way, head to the left and shield gen. Yeah, you thought I was going to go for teleport, but no, I went for shield gen. Yeah, this will cover the objective beautifully. And look how far away it is. It's like the opposite side of the objective. It's going to pull somebody away from the objective's fight to look for that shield gen, where everybody on your team is going to have extra health from your shield gen. It's going to be so much easier to win those team fights, isn't it? Now, okay, over here, we're at the control center. That's what this is called, right? Duck over to the left, and right over by that OR-14 and S. Yeah, shield gen, baby. Get them away from the objective. Yes, beautiful. Oh, our old pal over here at Nepal. What are we gonna do? Okay, well, honestly, there's really only one viable spot in each of these little control maps for a shield generator. If you lose your shield gen, you might want to just switch characters, because you really don't have time to be dealing with two shield gens in one go. I kind of like this spot over at the right. See how this is a little out of the way? There's not a lot of fighting above there. I realize somebody could jump down and find it, but it's unlikely to occur. And even if they push past the choke, they're not even going to find that without really searching. Over at the Sanctum, again, we want something that can reach, but we also want their flanker to run away from the fight and go look for this. Really the only decent spot. They may find it, and like I said, if you lose your shield gen, switch characters. Lastly, not a great spot. It's a little out in the open, and I'll show you in a sec. See, somebody going around can actually shoot from distance and knock this thing down. But if they want to get up close and personal with it, you know, go ahead and set up what free turrets you have. But again, do most of your fighting with your crew at the objective. Lastly, we are going to take a look at Oasis, a place where I don't remember the names of the individual maps, so this area. Yeah, we're going to head to the right. Our objective area is at the left, and we have a great shield gen to help our buddies. And we're gonna go help them, aren't we? Because we're good Symmetras, and that's what we do. Alright, whatever they call this place with the traffic, head to the traffic area. Make your way over there. It's going to be on the opposite side if you're at the opposite spawn, but just look for the cars, and there you go. Shield Gen by the Pachamari poster. Again, I am showing off my sprays, damn it. I worked hard for those. And our final Shield Gen, yes, it was a fun ride, but we must say goodbye. I tried a few things. This spot over here, not satisfactory reach. I thought this looked really clever. Over in the flowers, not a satisfactory reach. It only covered half of the objective. Over here, near the cliff, yes. Even if they're trying to team kill you, they're going to have to turn around and look for that sucker. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, I mean, I do what I can. I give a little bit of knowledge, and that's all I can really do, because I am a poor, unemployed, stay-at-home son filmmaker who is amazing at Overwatch.
Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. VaughnJog Vlog is made possible by your support on Patreon. Patreon.com/VaughnFry. Because fuck Google.